Okay, we're beginning on page 250, session 4.2, the visual overview. We're going to be working margins, padding, and borders. So page 252, setting margins and padding. You and Dan are continuing to work on the page layout for the psychopathology homepage. One layout principle suggests that the page should be divided into thirds with different page content placed at each of the three sections. You'll apply this general principle to the psychopathology page. So you look at figure 425, okay? 33% on the left, the other 66% on the right. Based on the proposed layout for the page, you'll shift the horizontal navigation list to the president's messages at the top of the page to the right, to the middle page section, to the right, into the middle page section. One way to shift these two items is to change the margin space around those elements. So they show you down there at the bottom of page 252 the code for top, right, bottom, and left margin. They size those margins respectively. Here, length is a length expressed in one of the CSS units of measure or a percentage of the containing elements with their height. Or the keyword auto to allow browsers to automatically set the margin size for you. For example, the rule shown on page 253 creates margins of 10 pixels above and below every H1 element and margins of 20 pixels to the left and right of the heading. These four margin styles can be combined into the single style margin and just have all of them in the same one. Okay? Tip: you can overlap page elements by specifying negative values for the margins. Okay. So you can see that on page 253. All right, setting margin and padding space in the box model. There's a reference section there at the top of page 254. Right now we're going to return to the CP reset CSS file. And we're going to locate the style rule that defines the default page element styles and add the following style properties. So we're going to go to body right here. And right above vertical align baseline, we are going to put margin, colon, 0 pixels, semicolon, and we'll save the changes. Okay, and next you'll change the mark. Okay, so now we're at the top of page 255. We're going to go to CP styles. Okay, and we are going to go directly below the horizontal navigation list and add that style rule. So horizontal navigation list, right here, right below it, right here. And then down to president. Save it. And now we're going to reload this page. Okay, and you can see the revised layout now. All this has moved over. Okay, margin styles can also be applied to the body element. They talk about that. Now we're here at padding styles. They talk about that at the top of page 256. Let's go ahead and go to CP Reset. And we're going to go down to the body. Here we are, right above, right after margin. We'll save it, Control S, go back to the styles, and horizontal nav, dot horizontal nav, font size 87.5, this right here, right after float left, hit enter, oops. Oops. Okay, so we add that. Okay, then the style sets the top and bottom padding space to 15 and the right and left to 0. We'll save it and we're going to reload. And so now we've got a little bit on the top and bottom and left and right here and over here. Okay, we're going to add a style rule to the CP styles. Okay, at the bottom of the file, oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Each one, it should be family font. All right, we'll just move that down. We'll save the changes. And then there's the problem solving, the virtue of being negative, okay? It's common to think of a layout in terms of placing content, but good layout must also be concerned with placing emptiness, okay? I would like you to read that on your own. We're going to go ahead and finish doing the background. I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to go ahead and do pages 258 to 261, and I will pick it back up. Well, I'll just do it right now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to cpstyles.css. We're here, and we're going to do at the bottom, below this one, okay, so we're going to add some more code there on page 259 under the president hashtag, just up here. We got background color right here. We're going to add background image. I'm going to pause it while I type. Okay, I just got done typing all of this right here. Just make sure when you type this that is an O, not a 0. So Control S, and let's refresh and see if it looks like what it's supposed to. Actually, mine does not. My text is not correct. It looks like the H2 and the P tags are right, but my H1 is not. So I'm gonna go back here to my styles. It's probably okay. I'm going to pause while I figure this out. Okay, I finally figured it out. I had some spaces here where they weren't supposed to be, and so just be careful that you do not put a space between the number and the pixels, px. So now I'm going to go ahead and put it on pause. So your screen should look like this. I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to do the code from pages 260 to 261. Okay, so you can see we removed the nav vertical down here in the reset file, saved it, made some changes, added a couple more rules in the styles, saved it, and refreshed, and this is what it should look like when you're done with page 261. Go ahead and read page 262, and we'll pick up with the next tutorial with working with borders.